What's going on? This is Carcino here, and let's talk about it. For better or worse? Good question. Naturally, you think I'm probably talking about marriage and relationships, but I mean us as a people. For better or worse? That is for better. Meaning, times have changed. We have changed. What I mean as a people, I mean the human race. Now, the human race has changed. The world has changed. We're learning at an incredibly faster speed than we have ever learned before in our lives. Yet, we know nothing. And the reason why I state it this way is because of the simple fact kids nowadays are not taught by more subjects, they're being taught by more objects. And now you have people being taught by more objects than subjects. It's leading to a more chaotic disorder. When you're taught by a subject, it's much more well received, and there's a balance, a structure in place. Now we depend on objects to do a lot of the teaching. A lot of people are not object-oriented learners. You know, us as a people, we are subject. Africans in general are mostly subject-oriented learners. And because of it, our education system is different. Our levels of learning are different. We receive the message a lot differently. But without that structure in place, if you look at anywhere in America right now or anywhere in the world, kids are no longer playing with Blissful blocks and learning things that way, or playing with other kids. They're learning to isolate themselves to machines. Kids 2 years old have a tablet in front of them that they can touch. They rotate the tablets, they play with the tablets. And if you put them in a room with other kids, they become unattached to the other kids as their focus is on the object. So what is missing is the lack of connection from person to person or subject to subject. And what else is missing is the empathy. Lack of empathy. So they're not learning these skills. They're learning how to better their education and how to navigate and download apps. But the essential piece of actually caring about another human being is actually absent in the early stages of their lives, which leads to a lot of detachment in their behaviors. And because of that, our society of these kids growing up now is going to make things a lot worse than they are. So yes, we're better for having the technology. Things get done a lot quicker, but at the same time, it's hurting the rest of the world. rest of the world is not thriving because of it. They're hurting. Because these kids that's growing up are going to be the new future mayors. They're going to be the future governors. They're going to be the future people that lead us into a new millennium with no empathy, no care, no compassion. Because they grew up detached. We have a nation of kids that's growing up that are detached from other people. Because even when they're around people, they're on their phones. They don't even know how to converse. Sorry about that. They don't even know how to converse in a conversation with other people. And this kind of conditioning is going to ruin the whole world. Toys R Us is going out of business. A lot of toys are not being bought. They're buying objects just to keep them in boxes. And you see these people buy these little pop toys or whatever with the big bobblehead things. People buy them, they don't even open them out the box. They just stay in the box. People are consumed to grab objects, but they're not consumed to actually do anything with the objects. That's why the minute they get something, they become bored with it 2 seconds later. Their interest is only for a little bit, and then they don't care anymore. Now this person's got to grow up, go in society, get a wife, kids, get a family, and he's not going to care. He's gonna care about the wife and family thing for about a year or two. Next thing you know, he's divorced. His interest is going to be hard for him to find an attachment to something he really likes, because he grew up his whole life not attached to anything except for the new thing, the new best thing. So he's always going to be in search for the new best thing. Exactly. So that's where we are right now. I have to show love to all my channels. Yeah, we all do the best we can, man. That's what we do. We try to do the best we can. But that's what I'm saying. If you go to today's jobs right now, people are so lazy on their jobs. They don't even do their jobs anymore. You know, you almost gotta, at work, you gotta tell them to do their jobs. It's like, what? They want to talk to their buddies on the job. They want to play with their phones on the job. You're like, look, buddy, we brought you in here to do your job, not play on the phones. So you're not getting good service or quality anymore. It's very far in between before you get in service. Why? Because they don't care. They're not attached to anything. They don't care. They don't have any standards. They think because they show up at work they've done you a favor when you pay them to be there. Weird, isn't it? Welcome to the new world.